While automakers revealing futuristic EV concepts tend to prioritize promises of performance over range, Mercedes is reversing that equation with the Vision EQXX. The compact four-door has been unveiled as part of the CES technology show in Las Vegas, although the automaker participated virtually thanks to COVID concerns. The claimed power output is a relatively modest 201 horsepower, but the company promises that the car has been designed to be able to deliver more than 620 miles, 1,000 kilometers, of real-world driving on a single charge. But that big claim has the typical concept car squishiness to it, as it isn't comparable to the range figure of any other EV. It's not a number from the WLTP test cycle used in Europe, nor is it a US EPA range figure, but instead what Mercedes describes as the result of digital simulations based in real-life traffic conditions. Whether it might beat the Lucid Air Dream's impressive 520-mile EPA rating is anyone's guess. The EQXX looks production viable, even having the door mirrors that the zanier future-looking concepts increasingly do without, but the car seems to be hinting at next-generation advances rather than offering a solid promise. This concept, the company says, will act as a technology blueprint for series production. Mercedes has only released limited technical details, but it is clear that the EQXX is short and svelte by the brand standards. There is no word on overall length, but confirmation of a 110.0-inch wheelbase suggests it will be a little longer than the A-Class sedan, which has 107.4 inches between its axles and a shorter rear overhang. We don't have a width figure, but the head-on view makes it clear that the EQXX is also much narrower than an average Benz, and also that the rear track is 2 inches narrower than the front, with the ultra-slippery shape responsible for a claimed drag coefficient of just 0.17. Aerodynamic considerations have clearly dictated much else of the EQXX's sleek form, especially the long, shallow angle of the falling roofline and the retro droop of the rear fenders, also the way the bodywork tucks in beneath the full-width lighting element at the back above an active, deployable diffuser that motors out at speed. The outline of the trunk lid confirms that the Mercedes vision of the future is also a sedan rather than a hatchback or SUV, which is also pleasingly old-fashioned. A 900-volt battery pack. The pack was developed jointly with AMG's High Performance Powertrains division in the UK, which creates Mercedes F1 engines as well as the almost equally exotic power plant for the long-delayed, but nearly here, AMG 1. This operates at a high 900 volts and uses what are described as high silicon anodes capable of holding more energy than lesser cells, with a compact design allowing the same housing to accommodate electronic control gear. The battery's total weight, 1,091 pounds, is impressively light given the pack's capacity, with the car's claimed overall mass of 3,858 pounds being only slightly higher than that of a standard-range Tesla Model 3.
Good morning. I am looking forward to our trip to the coast. We have plenty of range in our batteries, so I'm not planning for any charging stops. But maybe you would like to take a break and enjoy some of the views? Here are 2 route options. The first one is efficient. The scenic route has some highlights you just need to see. Which one would you like? Eco route, always a good choice. Let's go!
The now inevitable wide infotainment screen. The EQXX's cabin is dominated by what seems the inevitable conclusion of modern UI design, an LED screen that runs across the full width of the dashboard, unbroken by vertical seams. This is 47.5 inches wide and offers 8K resolution with a 7680 by 660 pixel display that will require some substantial graphical firepower to operate. It certainly looks crisp in the pictures. The official release also enthuses that a star cloud avatar, reminiscent of our namesake, Mercedes Jelinek, is the ethereal guide. Shape-shifting in response to the driver's needs and taking care of the passengers, she makes the journey into a luxury experience. but we have absolutely no idea what that means. Inside, something close to a full set of sustainability boxes is checked off. For instance, there are two types of vegan leather, one made from the root structure of mushrooms and the other derived from cactus fibers in a bio-based polyurethane matrix. There are carpets made from bamboo, and there's trim that incorporates recycled plastics woven into a shimmering fabric. The exterior bodywork is made from what is described as low CO2 steel made from scrap, with doors made from carbon fiber and glass-reinforced plastics. The EQXX's efficient minimalism is strongly reminiscent of another future-looking German prototype, the similarly slippery XL1 diesel plug-in hybrid that Volkswagen put into very limited production in Europe in 2013. The Mercedes's 4 seats and 4 doors make it more practical, and it weighs more than twice as much, but the front-end design is strikingly similar. It will be interesting to see how much of the EQXX's thinking translates into future production models.